Shoto's cold soba. To a pot, add in everything except the bonito flakes. Once it boils, take out the kombu or seaweed. Then add your bonito flakes and boil for another 3 minutes. Put in the fridge to cool. Cook your soba by the package directions, then rinse under cold water when they're done. Chop some green onions to add to your sauce. You can also add in wasabi. Then serve.
How to make Bengoku's bento box from Demon Slayer.
Last time we made Marin's nikumaki. This time you guys wanted gyudon. For starters, pick up some long green onions called negi. Well, look who it is. Head home and cut your negi into 1-inch pieces. Next, chop an onion into fairly thick slices. Then get some firm tofu and cut it into squares. Now let's turn the heat up. Boil your pan and fry each side for 2 minutes until golden brown. Doing so will bring out the sweetness of your green onions. Now make some space for your chopped onions and add 50 milliliters of sake, mirin, soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Cook for about 6 minutes, then it's time to add some meat. And you'll know that bad boy's done when there's no pink left. Cook some white rice and we are almost finished.
Alright, time to assemble.
Let all that juice from the beef soak into the rice. And don't forget your soft-boiled ramen egg. Doesn't that just look amazing? Top it off with some red ginger and your bento box is complete.
Dude, it's so perfect. They're like must. That is Umaya's.
And of course I shared with my cousin Hinako.
And that's...
Let's make ramen inspired by Naruto. This is the most simplified version of ramen you can make at home. I'm going to be making a chicken chashu ramen today. I'm marinating a boneless skin-on chicken thigh for about an hour, and then I'm just going to fry this until it's cooked. Then I'm going to be making a seasoned egg that I forgot to add to my ramen. The ingredients and instructions will be listed on my Instagram. Now on to the important part, the broth. I'm using bone broth. This is the secret to making it taste like you've been boiling this for hours. I'm adding a few knobs of ginger and some garlic, and I'm just gonna let this simmer for a bit. Bone broth makes a huge difference here. Make sure you use this. I'm also adding some miso paste. I'm gonna go ahead and boil my ramen noodles, and now all that's left to do is assemble. Did you know that this fish cake is called Naruto? I'm removing the skin from the chicken. I've decided I'm going to make several versions of ramen. Let me know what type of ramen you'd like me to make. This turned out so good. I really hope you guys try.
spicy mapo tofu from the anime Fate Stay Night. You could probably make this dish in 30 minutes. We're gonna get started by mincing ginger, garlic, and the white portions of scallions. Save the green portions for the garnish. Now we have to cube silken tofu and simmer for 1 to 2 minutes in salted water. For the Szechuan peppercorn oil, fry green Szechuan peppercorns in neutral oil until fragrant. Now toast red Szechuan peppercorns in a pan and grind with a mortar and pestle. In a pot, brown ground pork in the peppercorn oil and saute minced scallion, ginger, and garlic. Once browned, add in spicy bean sauce and deglaze with Shaoxing wine. Pour in chicken stock and then season with soy sauce, sesame oil, crushed chilies, sugar, and MSG. Then you add in the silken tofu and combine gently with cornstarch slurry until thickened. Sprinkle some of the toasted Szechuan peppercorns and garnish with the green portion of scallions, and that's how you make Japanese omurice from the anime Blue Exorcist. I probably wasted like 12 eggs before I got the omelet down, but it was worth it at the end. We're gonna get started by rinsing and cooking short grain rice. Now in a pan, melt butter and saute chicken thigh, onion, garlic, shimeji mushrooms, and edamame with salt and pepper. Once brown, add in the cooked rice and combine with demi-glace sauce. Next, whisk 3 eggs with a splash of heavy cream and strain into a separate bowl. In another pan, melt butter and pour in the strained eggs. Whisk vigorously and form the eggs into a dough. This will be tricky, but try to flip the dome and place the omelet on top of the fried rice. To serve the dish, cut the omelet and pour more demi-glace sauce on top and garnish with parsley. And that's how you make
How to make the shortbread cookies from Spy Family.
Last time we made dorayaki, but this time I'm trying butter cookies. Put 180 grams of soft butter, 80 grams of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract in a bowl and mix it up. Crack 1 egg and mix again, then add 220 grams of flour and mix it again. For the piping bag, use a star-shaped nozzle to create long churros and spiral drops. Sprinkle some sugar on top and they should look something like this. Fill it, bake it, and dip the ends into melted chocolate so they look like this. For the next cookies, mix butter, sugar, vanilla extract in a bowl again. Crack an egg and mix, add flour and mix. This time we'll be rolling the dough out flat so we can cut out 12 flower-shaped cookies. To make the inner shapes, I used a circle cutter and a knife. Bake it and finish it off using strawberry jam. With the leftover dough, add cinnamon and make 6 balls, then roll them into little croissant shapes. Bake it, and your Spy Family cookies are complete. Yo, don't they look good? Yeah, that came out really good, and they're easy to make. A quick shout out to everyone who watched me bake these live. Right, and that's...
Today I made the Karaage chicken wrap from Food Wars. I'll just buy the crepes instead of making them next time, but this was a home run. So you blend up apples and onions into like an applesauce, which would be a really cool joke on someone. You add soy sauce, chicken bouillon, sake, some cayenne powder. I use chili powder in this case. You mix it up and you let your chicken marinate in there for a couple of hours or overnight. Crepe mix is rice flour, wheat flour, turmeric, and coconut milk. If you find anything complicated about this recipe, it'll probably be making the crepes. I had to do the batter twice. Chicken is double fried in cornstarch, then you mix together some hot sauce, some lime juice, and fish sauce. I had a bit of a hard time wrapping these because I made them so small, but I know for the future to make them a little bigger. You definitely need to make these. The chicken is so light and crispy and juicy, perfectly seasoned umami. You've got your hot sauce going on, your fresh component of the lettuce, and the crepe holds it all together and doesn't get in the way. Another anime food win.